I've got a 1-year-old at home. Is it okay for me to hold her? Because like after a long day and like dealing with this stuff, like you just want to go home and see your kids. But like I don't even know if that was like appropriate at the time.
As a frontline worker,
seeing people that are near my age, like there's nothing else wrong with them, and they're needing to be on the ventilator. That was scary.
Respiratory therapist Ryan Spartz has seen the effects of COVID-19.
Otherwise healthy people, looking at them, you wouldn't know they're sick. The amount of oxygen in their blood is just astonishingly low. Like the flu doesn't do that. I've worked in the hospital for numerous flu seasons, and the flu doesn't do that to people's lungs.
When the pandemic first hit,
when things got bad initially, I can't really compare that feeling to anything else. There was so much unknown, very overwhelming, almost like a panic attack of sorts. Anxiety for sure. Did I pick the right career? There were definitely days in April, May, where almost had all of our normal ventilators used up. A typical workday for someone in the ICU is like 3 to maybe 6 ventilators on a busy day. There were days where multiple therapists had at least 12 ventilators. Nothing compares to anything that I have experienced to what we saw in like March, April, May.
That initial anxiety has subsided.
It's kind of a new normal. I don't see this going away anytime soon. We've always had a slow trickle of these patients coming in, needing intermittent like ventilator support or whatnot. And we've always had coronavirus patients in here since this all started. But it just got to a more manageable level for a little while.
But with every lull, there is still a peak.
We have more ventilator patients within the last couple of weeks. There are more people needing ventilators again.
So hearing people say that the pandemic is over or that it's not even real, for a frontline worker, that is frustrating to say the least.
I even deleted social media for a while. I think people are just massively uninformed about what's really going on in our ICU, let alone the other areas of the hospital that we had to turn into an ICU for a while.
This pandemic has changed him.
You learn to appreciate kind of the slower days and the days when you can kind of talk to your patients a little bit instead of running around room to room because you have to. It just taught me to appreciate the little things.